And our next guest has a hot new Lifetime movie out. He is, of course, from the Winans family dynasty, 6-time Grammy Award-winning, 10-time Dove Award-winning gospel and R&B legend who serenaded us on our first ever Mother's Day extravaganza. BeBe Winans is here and in the building today. So here's the deal. BeBe executive produces and stars in a new holiday movie that I'm telling you, grab the whole family, gather around. We Three Kings. He plays a retired musician turned record shop owner named Lincoln King, who uses the power of music, memories, family, and love to reunite his 3 estranged daughters for the holidays. Take a look.
Help me, Lord.
The King sisters grown so far apart
Ever since their mother passed.
I closed up early. You should too, Dad. Rose might get a little slick.
You had us worried, Dad.
I'm all right, sweetheart.
Would you take his coat off slowly? You want to give him a broken arm, too?
I do not need a big sister lecture right now.
I think you do.
Told you not to touch Mom's thing.
We need to let them get this out.
Tam Fam, please welcome for an exclusive conversation, the amazing BeBe Winans! Okay, I'm actually speechless right now. And don't take this to offense.
Okay.
You literally get more handsome every time I see you.
Thank you. Thank
and
you.
I see you on the gram, and you never know if it's a filter. Yeah. But I'm right here, right up on you, living a good life.
Thank you.
This is what that's a product of.
You know, it's important to me to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
And so I just made a commitment that everything that I have in my power to do for me, to be a better me, I take advantage of it.
That's what you're doing. Yeah. Which is, I've always marveled at your range. I mean, obviously the world fell in love with you as a musician, but your acting and your storytelling in that space is so commendable, because I know it's not easy to make those transitions, even when you've been hugely successful, but it was Denzel.
It was Denzel.
Denzel. The Denzel who encouraged you.
The Denzel. See, Denzel directed my first video
right.
in Harm's Way. And yeah, so at the end of it, he pulled me over to the side. I've been knowing Denzel for a while, you know, Pauletta and I. And he put me to the side and he said, I'm gonna tell you this one time. I said, oh, what did I do wrong? You know, and he said, you got some acting chops. You ought to act. And I looked at him, I said, wait. Denzel's telling me? I said, you don't have to worry about that coming out of this ear, because I'm not gonna let it go in this ear. It was just too much for me to say yes to, because I wasn't confident in that. You know, but I remembered what he said every step that I've taken towards acting.
That's incredible. Because, I mean, you exude confidence. I mean, I'm looking at this character, Lincoln, in the film, and you say the character you play really reminds you of your father.
Yes, yes. Having girls. My father had 3 girls, and, as you know, 7 boys. But he loved his daughters in an individual way. And so in doing this character, playing this character, I knew how to love on my daughters in an individual way. And so I just took on my father's facade, his character, in this movie. And so I want to say I did a good job.
You did a great job. I've seen the movie.
But
no, he's fantastic.
Okay, that lady right there. I say I did a good job because everything, Tamron, every song that I've written, every song that me and CeCe has sang, and so the movie, I played it for my mom. And if my mom gave us the thumbs up on the songs and the movies, I was like, oh, I'm good.
Like, I'm good.
This is it.
I'm good.
So at home, I let my mom look at the whole movie, and then she called me in. She said, "Baby, that was wonderful." Oh, that's my girlfriend right there. That's
I love that vote of confidence, because they tell you always be careful what you say to kids, but that lasts a lifetime. Because you're a grown kid.
Yes.
And it still matters. I love, too, it's a family affair. Everything y'all do is family affair. Character Janelle in the film is played by your niece.
My niece.
Deborah Joy Winans.
Yes. When she was 3 years old, you know, she fell in love, and she knew, and she would go around the house saying, "I'm gonna be an actress." And I was like, "You're gonna be a singer?" She said, "No, I'm gonna be an actress." You know, she didn't want to sing at all. She just wanted to be an actress.
Since she was 3 years old?
Since she was 3 years old. So I really saw the passion there. I got behind her, and I said, "All right, I'm gonna see you through college and all these other things." And so she's done so well on Greenleaf, and there's other shows. So when we were about to do our scenes, I was like, "Joy, you got to tell your uncle what to do." It was unbelievably special because we're very, very, very close. Yeah. Very, very close. And so it was an honor to act with that little girl.
A little girl all growing up, and you're proud of her like your mother's proud of you. BeBe's gonna give us an exclusive performance of his new original song, Wishing You a Merry Christmas, and we're gonna get the scoop on BeBe the Inventor. Don't go anywhere, it's super cool. We'll be right back. Hot for the holidays. We're back with multi-talented gospel superstar, acting sensation, BeBe Winans. Hot new movie the entire family will love, We Three Kings. Of course, I got to ask you about your holiday plans. Is it true y'all had 100 people last year? 100 folks for Thanksgiving.
For Thanksgiving. Yeah, and that's just half of them.
That's half the picture.
But on every even year, we all come together. So it's family from Australia, all over the country.
Every even year?
Every even year.
Why that tradition?
When my brother Ronald passed away almost 20 years ago, we just made a commitment that we would come together at least one time every other year to share, to find out what everybody's doing, because you live separate lives, you know, and all around the country. So we come together now after that week, because we spent about 4 days together. You don't want to see another Winans until at least another year.
You like mute the text thread. You mute everybody. Like
get everything out right there.
I mentioned when you came out how just amazing you look, and I know that radiates from inside out. You are 62.
62.
BeBe. I mean, this is crazy. BeBe runs 8 miles every single day. And not only is that good for your health, it helps you creatively, because I know your new album coming out next year, the music was inspired by you in those runs.
When you're running, if there's any runners in here, it's so therapeutic. I lose myself in running. And so the creativity is just there. I've written about 6 songs that's on the new album. And I wrote the Christmas song for the movie while I was running.
That is so inspiring, because if I wrote while I was running, it would be I'm tired.
There's some of those lyrics
out
in
of
some
breath.
of the songs.
That's my second solo hit. But you find creative space in it. So this brings me to this thing that when the team told me, they're like, BeBe's very, very proud of something. I said, no, he was great in the movie. They're like, no, no, no. I said, the album, I know it's going to be great. They're like, no, no, no. He's really proud. He's invented something for runners. I have a pair here with me. We have video because, you know, so I'm putting mine on and we'll tell you. We asked 2 of the runners on our staff, John and Greg, they are marathon runners. They tested out 26.2-mile New York City marathon wearing these gloves. Okay, so these are mirror gloves. Tell me the inspiration that you thought of.
The inspiration, I can come to tears if I start crying. It's not because of the glove, but it's because I shared making the glove with my mom. My mom was in town. But I'm running, and when you're running in the street, and that's where I run, there's no sidewalks. So at one point, you try to look back and see if there's a car coming, anything, and it's very easy to twist your ankle. So I'm running one day, and I believe in God, and He's a creative inventor. So I'm running, and I hear inside of me said, lift up your left hand. Now imagine a mirror right there, and this and that. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So I run home, and I buy the material, and then my mom happened to be in town. My mom taught us how to sew and all those things. And so I went there, and me and my mother started sewing. And that is the, and this is the debut. So if it starts raining, you can use the squeezy to wipe off the mirror.
This is to wipe off the mirror if it starts raining.
And then the mirror pops out.
The mirror pops
out so you can wash the glove. And so when I was sitting with before you can get a U.S. patent, you have an interview. And so the interviewer she's listening to the same thing I said to you. And she simply said, this is good.
It is. You saw our team. They ran in the marathon with it. They loved it.
And my mother, while we're sewing, my mother says, BeBe, honey, I can use this when I'm coming out the grocery store. When I can't
there are a lot of uses.
So there's a safety thing there as well. So I'm so proud, and thank you. This is my debut. On the Tamron Hall show.
But that's not all. To celebrate what's hot and the debut of this phenomenal... I'm so jealous. I wish I thought of this. BeBe is sending you all home with his glove. I wish I thought of this. Oh, my God.
Oh.
Wait a minute.